We are a people who believe in community entrepreneurship, who believe in local businesses that care about the health of their own particular communities. We believe that relationships matter most of all. What is the ecosystem necessary to support community entrepreneurship that is for the good of that place? And we have answers, we have solutions, we know how to do this.
All of you who are social entrepreneurs or community organizers who are working really, really hard, you're up at 1 in the morning writing proposals, you're fighting against a tide and a culture that isn't necessarily yet in favor of this. It's happening now.
Investing in companies that are locally minded, that have global solutions and innovations and diverse teams is really important. So even taking the values of BALLE to Wall Street feels really important.
The big centralized forces in our economy and in finance are kind of maxing out, and the hunger and the interest from people has been growing over the years and becoming more disgusted with what we're seeing on Wall Street, but also realizing all the positive benefits from developing a more diversified local economy.
The root of the problem, as we all know, is corporate control and undue influence over our democracy. The fact that our democracy has been bought and sold by the 1% and by corporations. We have to have that fight. We have to have that fight while we're building the alternatives, because otherwise we will continue to be the fringe, and there's no way to get the 1% without that to listen.
What does it take to transform the system that we have? Advancing ownership from being limited to state and private ownership to multiple forms of commons-based ownership that protect the interests of the next generation.
It's about thinking about the workers, the people who produce our food, the people who serve it to us in restaurants, the people who serve us at local shops. So it's about all the people involved in everything that makes our days run smoothly and making sure that everyone is thriving in the economy and people aren't being left behind.
What we need to do is reinventing the way we deal with leadership from individual heroes to the collective capacity to sense and shape the future and bring about institutional innovations that will shift the system.
Prosperity for all, what that means to me is that you have an inclusive community where everybody benefits and fully participates in a community.
You know, we all need to be on a more equal playing field. There's too much disparity in incomes in this country and in the world.
I think it's really about how do we create a society, how do we create an economy that works for everyone, that allows for equality of opportunity.
No matter where you come from, what you believe in, what you do for a living, you have a seat at the table and your conversation is just as important as everybody else's.
This is the right place for all of us to talk about our collective work toward prosperity for all.